Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Mercedes and this is The Frugal Life with Mercedes. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. It's, I guess, a front porch chat, and I'm going to be knitting. I don't know if you guys will be able to see the knitting or not, but I have not been putting out as many videos as I used to, or as you guys are accustomed to me seeing. And really the reason behind that is because over the last year and a half, 2 years, quite a bit of time, a lot of things have changed for me, and so I'm really, my channel is different than it was, and things evolve and things change, and circumstances have changed and all that kind of stuff. I'll just show you guys what I'm working on. So I know that a lot of you guys started watching my videos because of the food pantry videos, and I still get a lot of people that ask me about that and that they miss them. But I really did the food pantry after I left my ex-husband, and that was just because my income was so small, and I didn't know what was going to be going on with the divorce and how expensive a divorce was going to be, and where I live, rent is insane. So, and I was trying to pay off debt all while, with the pandemic, and there was a lot of uncertainty with people's jobs and all that kind of stuff. So it was a necessity for me at the time. And luckily, with the divorce being final, and actually this month the divorce has been, I've been officially divorced for a whole year. So it's crazy like how much time has passed. So between that and becoming debt-free also last July, so I've been debt-free for a year and divorced for a year. And my job, thankfully and blessedly, was not affected by the pandemic. So that, and I've gotten a couple of raises and different things like that, and I've been very fortunate in that. So even though my channel is primarily supposed to be about frugality, it's turning more into a couponing channel. But of course there are couponers that do breakdowns and all that kind of stuff, and that's not really my strong suit. I kind of do breakdowns that work for me, and so I feel like I'm in this weird place where I definitely enjoy having the YouTube channel, and I want to continue to have the YouTube channel, but struggling with the direction of the channel. And I do enjoy making the videos, and I enjoy putting the content out, and I enjoy chatting with you guys and getting to know you guys and all that kind of stuff. But if you don't have a YouTube channel, then it's like, it might be difficult to realize, like, there's a lot of work that goes into it. And of course my videos are not super fancy or super edited. They're just, pretty real, and just, my background's not always going to look the best. And I'm sure you guys always see me in this shirt, but it's one of my favorites. And when I go out couponing, especially on Saturdays, that's what I wear. And a lot of the time I spend in workout attire, because I walk quite frequently. I like to go on long walks. That's how I clear my head. So most of the time I am in workout attire. But yeah, it's not a lack of want to make videos. It's more of like it's a directional thing. Like, what am I doing? What am I making videos about? And it's harder for me to make videos like I did before because I still live with my parents, and you know, I'm in a situation where my mother does primarily most of the cooking, just because by the time I get home from work and done with my stuff, she's already got dinner ready. So, you know, I'm not doing a lot of cooking, so I'm not going to be doing a lot of, there's not a lot of opportunity for cooking videos. So, and I also got out of the habit of making videos and content for you guys. And I think that I just need to accept that this is a new direction and just put out the videos that I want to put out. And these are the kind of videos that I want to put out. You know, I spend a lot of time, especially this time of year, sitting on my parents' front porch, knitting and listening to audiobooks and journaling and just kind of hanging out. And I really need to fit making videos into my routine again. And the other thing is too, it's like you have to accept that some people that maybe have been with me for a long time or started watching my channel because of the food pantry videos or because of this kind of video or that kind of video. And that's okay, because at the end of the day, you can't make everybody happy. And I have this channel as a creative outlet. I'm not that type of person where I'm like, oh, I'm going to be YouTube famous and Insta famous, and which by no means do I think that I am. But I think some people have that intent, and that's totally okay. But that's not me. It's more like I needed a creative outlet, and something else about me, it's like I really am, I'm an extrovert in a lot of ways, but I'm also an introvert in a lot of ways. And so this kind of making videos and talking kind of takes me out of my comfort zone. But I really enjoy talking, and I really enjoy showing my perspective and my lifestyle and all those kinds of things. But I think really what it comes down to is just sit down, make the videos that I want to make, and people will get them or they won't get them. But I need to, you know, I've been feeling this urge to be creative, and I think that a part of that is like the not putting out videos consistently. And I've changed over the years that I've had the YouTube channel. I'm still frugal. I'm still try to be money conscious, and I still have some money goals that I'm working towards. But I'm really content with exactly where I am today. I'm really enjoying the debt-free living, and the fact that a year might not seem like that long for people that have been debt-free for a really long time, but for other people it does. Because I can remember when I was on my debt-free journey, and people would be like, I've been debt-free for 10 years. I've been debt-free for however long, and then I'm sitting there and I still have all this debt that I have to handle, and it just seems like it's not feasible and it's not going anywhere. And really the year that it's been, it seems like longer. And yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I was going to come out here and knit, and I was listening to an audiobook, and then I was like, I think I'm going to make a video and tell you guys, I'm really a planner. At my core, I'm a planner. But for some reason, when it comes to the YouTube channel, it's like I'm flying by the seat of my pants. And I'm not a fly by the seat of your pants kind of person at all. I like things to be planned, and I like there to be a direction. But I really have to accept the fact that my YouTube channel is different, and it's going to be different. And it's going to be the same as far as like at its core is me, and I'm fun and bubbly, and I love talking to you guys. I love pardon me guys, I love when I get messages from you guys on Instagram, and I love talking to you guys, and all those kinds of things. And that was actually something I wasn't expecting from starting a YouTube channel. Like I said, I had no real expectations. I thought I would make a couple of videos, and I usually have projects and then I kind of get bored with them. But it's not that I ever got bored with YouTube at all. It was more like there were points in time when I just didn't have a direction, or different things had happened. And you guys also have to remember that, like, I'm just a regular person. I have relationships and work, and I get tired and I get sick, and I've got my good days and my bad days. It's just like everybody else. And so it's like sometimes making a video is just not gonna happen. And I really don't like to make videos when I'm not in a good headspace. And let me tell you that dating after divorce is strange. And yeah, I mean, I guess that's the best way to describe it, is strange. But in a lot of ways, I've kind of always known what I was looking for in a romantic partner. But for me, going through divorce and all that, it's like it really more solidifies exactly what you want in a lot of ways. So even if you knew exactly what you wanted when you got married or started a relationship, but then those things didn't happen, and maybe you made a lot of allowances for certain things, and then it's like after the fact, when you have time to reflect, then you can really be like, no, that really, that really was not what I wanted. And you do have to compromise in relationships, romantic and otherwise, but you never want to be in a situation where you're compromising so much that you're not getting anything that you want. And I think that's something that, at least for me, I don't think people talk about, because people are always like, oh, in relationships you have to compromise. And it's like, yes, but should you always be the one compromising? And then they're like, oh, well, don't hold grudges in relationships. And it's like, okay, yeah, but if the other person is literally getting everything that they want and you're not, and the other person will literally not budge on anything, and you're always compromising and your needs are not being met at all, it's one of those things that it's like, and I think you just kind of do it sometimes. I can only speak for myself, and I didn't really realize that's exactly what was going on until I removed myself from the situation, and then you have time to reflect. But that could be said about friendship relationships, family relationships, work relationships. Sometimes once you step out of the situation, then you can kind of see more clear what's been going on. So it's one of those things, like, if I meet somebody, that's great. If I don't, I'm perfectly content with who I am as a person. Actually, when I met my ex-husband, I wasn't like expecting to get married. It was one of those, like, I met him and we got along really well, and um, it kind of hits you like blindly, I guess. Like, I don't know any other way to put it, but it was like, um, so it's like there's just a lot going on, and a lot of different things that I've been processing. And I think I really want to do more videos like this, where maybe it's me being a little bit rambly, but really, if you guys were here hanging out with me, this is exactly what the conversation would be like. Of course, you would be talking too, because I'm a good listener as well, but be talking about real things and real, just real things that are going on in our lives. I know a few weeks ago, a girlfriend of mine, she actually used to live across the street from me, and she came over and we sat on my parents' front porch, and we just talked and talked and talked and talked and talked and laughed, and we were like, what about that neighbor and then that neighbor, and like, because we went to high school with all these people, and it was like, well, remember you went away to college and then you came back and they were just gone, and whatever happened, and oh, do you remember that guy I went on a date with that one time? And just like, it was like so what I needed. I was just laughing so hard. And I've been going to karaoke with my mom and my sisters, and just really trying to enjoy the stage of life that I'm in right now. And I think that you should always do that, no matter what your age is, what your situation is. You really need to enjoy where you are today. And it's okay if you don't like everything about your life, but what's in your life that you really enjoy. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm really enjoying seeing my parents every day. I'm really enjoying seeing my brothers and sisters every day. I come home from work and my youngest brother greets me and it's like, how was your day? And my two other brothers, who they live in a townhouse down the way, but they're here every day. And I get hugs and kisses from my brothers, and my other brother tells me every day how beautiful I am, and I tell him how handsome he is. And there's a lot of laughing and a lot of crap talking to each other, all playfully. There's lots of games, and there's lots of food, and there's lots of just support for each other. And it doesn't mean we don't ever get frustrated with each other, because we are not the Partridge Family. Like, it's not all fun and games all the time, but it's a very low stress, low pressure. It's really nice. And I was actually talking to somebody the other day, and they were talking about how their son had just finished school, and so he was going to be moving back in with them. And I was like, I got to tell you, I love living with my parents. I was like, and I have talked about that before, where it's like it's nice to have a little less responsibility, and that doesn't make you immature. It's very communal. So it's like, it's not one person being responsible for all the cooking, cleaning, shopping, making the money, emotional support. It's very like we all do those things with each other. And yeah, it's nice. And I know that there'll be a point in time when I'm not here anymore and I won't see them every day, and that's okay. But for now, this is working, and I'm really digging the communal living type situation. I'm pretty content. and I think I just need to accept that the YouTube channel is going to be in a different direction than what was originally intended, and that's okay. So this video ended up being a lot longer than I thought, but once I get knitting and I get in the groove of things, and that's kind of what happens. But thank you guys so much for joining me, and yes, so I'm gonna be doing my best to be making more videos, and they're gonna look different than maybe what you guys are accustomed to, or the whole reason why you joined the channel. And just know that I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys being flexible with me and being kind and supportive and getting me and all that kind of stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye.